Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare You all finish your round, then I'll start. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Madhava Kunja Bihari Girivaradhari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Vijayabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Brajajanandana Yamuna Tirabhana Chari Yashodanandana Brajajanandana Yamuna Tirabhana Chari Yashodanandana Brajajanandana Yamuna Tirabhana Chari Yashodanandana Brajajanandana Tirabhana Chari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा माई की जय, श्री सुदर्शन चक्र की जय, श्री गौर निताय की जय। ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरौ श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजना सहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपदां सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचना गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वंशाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। Come on everyone loudly. ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवती नैष्टिकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नमः पंकजनाभाय नमः पंकजमालिने नमः पंकजनेत्राय नमस्ते पंकजांग्रये। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते। कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामिने गौरत्विषे नमः। नमो ब्राह्मण्याय देवाय गौ ब्राह्मण हिताय च जगद्दिताय कृष्णाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नमः ओम विष्णुपदाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी निति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Prabhu Nityananda,
Prabhu Nityananda,
Shri Advaita Gadadhara,
Shri Advaita Gadadhara,
Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda,
Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Nukum karoti vachalam pangum langayate girim yatripah tamaham bande Shri Guru Dinataranam Shri Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram Om Pavitro Pavitro Sarvavastham Gatopi Va Yat Smaret Pundarikaksha Sabhyabhyantaram Suche Shri Vishnu Shri Vishnu Shri Vishnu. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji and Mataji, for coming. Another Sunday morning, we are all assembled here to hear Bhagavad Gita, learn Bhagavad Gita. What can be more auspicious than this in life? And how fortunate are we that we are actually doing this? How fortunate are we? The day we recognize how fortunate are we cannot stop tears. Because it is so rare to read Bhagavad Gita. So rare. That message which was given by Lord Krishna to Arjuna is being presented in such a simple form that everybody can understand. Right? Bhagavad Gita is not a knowledge that cannot be understood by people. It cannot be understood by people who are envious of God. That is for sure. But people who are non-envious of God, who want to become servants of God, who want to become bhaktas, bhaktos misakacheti, rahasyam hi edat uttamam. Lord Krishna says in 4th chapter that only my devotee can understand what I am speaking. Otherwise, nobody else can understand. Right? If we don't love God, if we don't have that love, even little bit of love, then we cannot understand Bhagavad Gita. It's waste of time actually. Coming here, listening, reading. If you have no intention to become a servant of God, if you don't have an intention to become like Arjuna, who was a servant of God, right? There's no point in hearing Bhagavad Gita. But I'm sure if you all have come here, you have an intention to become servant of God. That is the reason He's allowing you to come here. Right? Otherwise, He will not allow. Don't think you've come here on your bike or on your car or you walked here and because you've come here, you will hear Bhagavad Gita. No. If Krishna doesn't want you to hear Bhagavad Gita, you cannot hear Bhagavad Gita. Krishna wanted only Arjuna to hear Bhagavad Gita. Nobody else in the universe could hear Bhagavad Gita when Krishna is speaking. He can just stop everything. Right? You might be thinking, somebody might be thinking, what is there in Bhagavad Gita? Anyway, my friend called me, so I'll go for the formality. If you are thinking like that and coming, the traffic signal will always remain red only. You'll wonder, Hare, why is green not coming? Krishna, do you think He can make it red forever? He can make it. He can make anything happen. Right? Krishna can make anything happen. And if He's allowing us to come here, that simply means He's seeing some sincerity in us. Some sincerity is seeing. And He's allowing me to sit here and talk. I don't know what He's seeing in me. But He's allowing me to serve. That I can understand. He's allowing me to serve all of you by reading Bhagavad Gita. We are not sitting here to tell somebody's Gita. We are sitting here to tell Bhagavad Gita. What Krishna has spoken. Right? What Krishna has spoken. So in this chapter 12, devotional service, last week we only spent time on 2 verses, right? Where Lord Krishna explains how does a devotee surrender to Him? What are the qualities of a devotee who surrenders to Him? Right? So I'll just read the translation 6 and 7. But those who worship me, giving up all their activities onto me and being devoted to me without deviation, engaged in devotional service and always meditating upon me, having fixed their minds upon me, O son of Pritha, for them I am the swift deliverer from the ocean of birth and death. Right? So last week we discussed several examples from Mahabharata itself, how so many have surrendered to Krishna, in spite of having so many other conceptions of dharma. How ultimately the ones who surrendered to Krishna became victorious in the battle. Right? No matter how many great things we talk about, so many other warriors, but what is the use of that talent, or what is the use of that skill if it is not used in service of Krishna? Right? We talked about, I think Karna we talked about, right? We talked about Duryodhana. Yeah, we talked about Duryodhana. This week I'll not call the other name of Duryodhana. No, Duryodhana is much smarter than him. So we should not use Duryodhana. Huh? Correct. Yes. I'll not use that word, don't worry. Anyways, so we spoke about Ekalavya, we spoke about Dronacharya, and we spoke about Bhishma, the great warrior Bhishma, right? All of them had different conception of dharma, but ultimately, the ones who surrendered to Krishna were victorious. So, Prabhujis and Matajis, in this world, you've already grown up 20 years, 25 years, 30 years, 40 years, some of you, in the body, right? How many years you have lived? Ultimately, if we have not recognized what is the purpose of this body, then the whole life has gone wasted. Whole life has gone wasted, right? Sometimes, some knowledgeable people, I interact with some knowledgeable people sometimes. I'm not saying I'm knowledgeable. There are many who are 1,000, a million times more knowledgeable. And they come and discuss with, sometimes when I have a conversation. Recently, there was one personality who came to my office. He lives in America. He opens his mouth, he can speak Upanishads, like the taga, he can speak. Vedas he can speak. He relocated, he was a professor in a college here. And then something made him get into some job in America. And then he speaks all this Vedic knowledge and this and that and this. I mean, really scholarly. You can't sit in front of him and challenge him on any verse. He can speak 10,000 verses without any problem. 10,000 verses. Taka, he can tell the meaning also. So he was asked to address the office. I was standing there, and I don't know him, he doesn't know me. So he was just addressing. And he said at the end, he was talking about self-realization, importance of self-realization. I felt very nice. Yeah, somebody is telling. Then at the end he asked, does anybody have any questions? Then I felt like asking a question. Out of humility, I said, what is the goal of self-realization? What is ultimately the goal? ये पूरा करने का goal क्या है? Right? G-O-A-L, not G-O-L. दुनिया है goal, वो goal नहीं. What is the goal? सारांश क्या है इसका? You're learning all the Upanishads, Vedas. What is the saransh? He said, to realize that we are God. Bas. He said, to realize that we are God. A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, see the picture of Prabhupada here. He said, anybody who calls him God is not G-O-D God, it's reverse. D-O-G, dog. कुत्ता है वो जो बोलता है मैं भगवान बन सकता हूँ. You really think you can become God? Anybody here? Any husband who thinks he's God in front of his wife? अगले दिन का ब्रेकफास्ट पूरा जल के निकलेगा. Nobody can dare to say we are God. It cannot be possible, right? But see what that person has done. He has wasted his 70 years of life learning Vedas, ultimately to a wrong conclusion. What is the use? Where did that go? Conclusion is there in Bhagavad Gita itself. Many places Krishna is saying, Vedasta sarve aham avedyo. Entire Vedas are to understand me. Read the entire Vedic scripture, you'll understand me. Yes, bro.
Can we merge with God?
Huh?
Can we merge with God? I mean, can our soul go and merge with Krishna?
Can you merge with God? You can merge with God's effulgence, not with God. You have come out of your father, but can you become your father?
But my father does not have that skill of power. But Krishna has that power.
No, your father, where did he come from? His father. His father, where did he come from?
They all came from Krishna.
Krishna only, right? So simple question. If you can't merge into your father, how can your father merge into Krishna?
My father doesn't have skill, but Krishna has that skill.
Krishna has that skill, but we have come out of him only, na? So there is a different tattva. You should understand the constitutional position is different. Ishvara, Jiva. Ishvara is always Ishvara, and Jiva is always Jiva. Jiva comes from Ishvara, but Jiva can never become Ishvara. Merging into God means indirectly saying I'll become God. That's what it means, right? पूरा मरने के बाद मैं जाके भगवान में मिल जाऊंगा. भगवान में कैसे मिल जाओगे? You cannot mix into God. You can become a servant of God, and you are a servant of God, right? Constitutionally, always we and God are same. At the same time, we are different. Same in quality, different in quantity and greatness. He is Vibhu, we are Anu, right? So, do we have godly qualities? Yes, we have godly qualities. We can get godly qualities. God is truthful. We are sometimes truthful, but we are also truthful, right? God is strongest. We also have some strength, right? Like that. So merging into God is not possible. But there are philosophers who have misunderstood the sentence of the Vedas, and they have concluded that merging into God is the goal of life. We call them as Mayavadis. See, if you can merge into God, why have you not merged now? You can ask that question. अभी भगवान क्यों नहीं? अगर आप भगवान बन सकते हैं, तो अभी भगवान क्यों नहीं है? Simple question है ना? If you think you can become God, why are you not God now? What is the answer? They'll tell, no, I am trying to become. It's funny actually, you know. जो तुम हो नहीं हो कैसे बन सकते हो? और जो तुम बन सकते हो क्यों हो नहीं? Why are you not that now? No, I'll realize that I'm God. Right? I'll realize that I'm God. Then if we poke and go more, they'll say, no, right now we are in Maya. So that means Maya is more powerful than God. So you are God, you are merged into God, you are God. And right now you are in Maya. That means Maya can overpower God because it has overpowered you. Then they'll say, Maya has overpowered me, but I will clear that Maya and I'll go and become God again. Right? The whole logic itself is not working because if Maya is more stronger than God, then you should worship Maya. Why are you worshipping God? Isn't it? समर्पण कर सकते हैं. नहीं, वही तो करना है. वही तो नहीं कर रहे हैं लोग. तो हम भगवान बनना चाहते हैं. ऐसे बहुत सारे इंस्टीट्यूशन है प्रभु. अरे बाप रे, पूरा दुनिया भर ऐसे इंस्टीट्यूशन जाते हैं. जब बिठा के बोलते हैं तुम अभी उसमें मिल जाओगे. कहीं नहीं मिलोगे. ज्यादा फोकस करोगे ड्रेनेज में मिल जाओगे कीड़े की तरह. और कुछ नहीं होगा. That is a reality. And Krishna is telling, there is a shloka in Bhagavad Gita, 2.11 I think, 2.11 or 12. Natvevam jatunasam natvam neme janadipaha na come on, इतना फेमस श्लोक है एकदम से बहुत दिनों में रिसाइट किए हुए. नत्वेवं जातुनासम नत्वम नेमे जनाधिपः न भविष्य. न चैवं न भविष्यामः सर्वे वै अतः परम्. Either clearly Krishna is telling, please Hare Krishna, one conversation. Here very clearly Krishna is telling, I'll read the translation. There was never a time I did not exist, nor you, nor all these kings, nor in the future shall us cease to be. So he's very clearly telling, in the past also we were separate, in the future also we will be separate. He's not telling, he could have told that there is never a time we did not exist. He said, you, me, very, very clearly. So the concept of merging in God is not a bad concept, but you should understand the spirit behind that concept. Merging is not merging as we into God, merging our goal with the goal of God. The goal of God is to serve the entire creation. And we can assist God in that service. And that is merging in spirit. For example, a boy and a girl, they merge when they get married in spirit, where the girl decides to serve her husband in his goal, and the boy decides to take care of that girl as a responsible husband. Okay? So they can say they are merged. You can say you can merge, but they're not merged, they're still separate. So the whole universe functions like that. And we all are unique. Every single person sitting here is very unique. Not a single person is same as other person. That's the greatness of God. Can we create so many different? Huh? Impossible. Different consciousness, different way of life, different opinions, perspective. We are all different. Everybody is different. And God wants us to be different. Because then that is when he gets rasas, right? One devotee worships in a certain way, another devotee worships a certain way. He would never want us to be merged. And if he wants us to be merged, why did he become separate in the first place? Right? If God thinks we are God, then why are we separate? Even now we should be God. But that's a misconception. That's why you call it Mayavadi philosophy. Please, everybody hear me. Huh? Very important. Mayavadi philosophy. Can you all tell Mayavadi? Mayavadi. Mayavadi means what? The one who thinks Maya is more powerful than God. He thinks that I'll become God. Right? Yeah, somebody said something? Maya is? Nowadays we are in full Maya. Pura Maya hai. Maya means what? Simple, I'll tell you. Maya, you should understand, Maya means that which is not. That which is not, we start believing it is there. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Dukkhalayam ashashvatam. When it has to define this world, he says, Dukkhalayam ashashvatam. What is the meaning of Dukkhalaya? भोजनालय का मतलब क्या है? खाना मिलता. विद्यालय? हाँ? विद्या का स्थान. और कोई आलय है? शौचालय नहीं. दुखालय का मतलब क्या है? जहां पे दुख ही मिलेंगे आपको, सुख नहीं मिलेंगे, दुख ही मिलेंगे. और ये कौन बोल रहा है? अहम सर्वस्व प्रभो मत्ता सर्वम प्रवर्तते इति मत्वा भुजन्ते माम बुधा भाव समन्विता. I am the creation. I have created everything, material and spiritual is everything. He is telling this Dukkhalaya. See, the manufacturer is telling it Dukkhalaya, it is Dukkhalaya. You go to a Bajaj electronic shop. You want to go and buy a washing machine. Some brand washing machine. You go and on that button, zoom, you get a shock. Hey, what is this? Sir, that is a nice dancing effect, newly manufactured. Whenever you put your hand there, you'll get a zoom and you can dance and then you can on, then it will wash. Will you buy that washing machine? Zoom chahiye kya subah, har subah? Kapra dalte, zoom, wow, kya ho raha hai? Anybody wants to buy that? Huh? And will you object that salesman that, hey, what you're telling is wrong? Arey, he's selling, manufacturer told, that's a special feature, zoom feature. Will you buy that washing machine? Okay, you'll not buy. But will you argue with him? That, hey, why? Or will you put a case on that particular manufacturer saying, how can you produce a washing machine which gives shock? He's telling, Arey Baba, I produced it, meri marzi. I wanted that effect in the washing machine. It should wash the clothes also, you also. He created that washing machine. He created that washing machine. Can you go and argue with the creator why you created like that? No, he knows better. He knows better. In the same way, Krishna knows his creation. He only created this material world and he is telling the definition of material world. Washing machine का definition है मैं धुलाई करता हूँ. Material world का definition है मैं यहाँ सभी लोगों का धुलाई होगा. सभी लोगों का धुलाई होगा यहाँ पे. Everybody will face only problems here. Only problems. So this is Bhagavad Gita's message. Now if one fellow is thinking, क्या भगवान भगवान बोलते रहते हैं, I will earn 5 lakhs per month, I'll be happy here. उसको बोलते हैं माया में. समझ रहे? माया में कौन है? जो सोच रहा है यहाँ पे खुशी है. यहाँ पे खुशी नहीं है. नहीं हो सकती यहाँ पे खुशी. अरे, how can there be happiness here? When Krishna himself is telling it Dukkhalaya. So the person who understands the Dukkhalaya, he will become happy. You understand? He will actually become happy because now he knows what he can find here, what he cannot find here. He'll become like, abhi mere ko malum. If you try to find happiness here through your material wealth and everything, you'll never be happy. But if you become spiritual, knowing that, Krishna, you created this world for everyone to suffer. Now I understood that. Now I will invest more time in understanding your message, I will understand, I'll spend more time in serving your people, your devotees, you'll become automatically happy. Are you all not happy coming to Satsang? Huh? You're all happy coming to Satsang, isn't it? Why? Because here we are serving. When we are serving, automatically we find that happiness. Krishna says where you will find happiness also. Savai pumsam paro dharmo yato bhakti radokshi ahoityaki aprayata yatma suprasidati prasidati. You'll become happy when you become my servant. So you should know how to be happy in this material world, because it's dukhalaya. But one fellow sits there and says, I'll become God in this dukhalaya. वो तो पागल का पागल है. As it is being beaten left, right, and center. Right? After marriage, before marriage, after education, before education. Was anybody happy before education? हाँ? नौकरी मिलने से पहले कौन happy था? हाथ उठाओ. सच्ची में. पढ़ो 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 पढ़ो. क्या बनोगे क्या बनोगे क्या बनोगे क्या बनोगे. कोई फंक्शन में गए, anywhere event, some uncle will come. ఏం చేస్తున్నావు? నీకెందుకు? क्या करना? हाँ? सर, आई एम प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर एमसेट. उसके बाद वो क्यों पूछ रहा? Because he wants to confirm that you will also suffer like me. Then he'll call his father. Your father will call. Hey, tell your son study properly. How can he be happy? That fellow also has to suffer. I have also suffered. He has suffered. This is called being in Maya. No education in this planet will make you happy. You also know that. Have you seen anybody going to exam? La 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 la. Exam लिखने जा रहा हूँ. कोई देखा किसी को? रोनी सूरत लगा के. We go like that to the exam. है कि नहीं? कोई exam लिखने हंसते हंसते गया क्या? हाँ? फिर क्यों लिख रहे हैं बाबा exam? Why are you studying all this? For what are we studying all this? To find happiness? There is no happiness. I'm sorry. Bad news दे रहा हूँ तुम लोगों को मैं तो आज. If somebody is thinking पैसा कमाने से happiness मिलेगा, नहीं मिलेगा रे बाबा happiness. नहीं मिलेगा happiness. है ही नहीं. If it is not there, see one fellow, he lost his keys. उसका चाबी गुम गया. तो ढूंढ रहा था इधर उधर. अरे चाबी किधर है? चाबी किधर बोल के. दूसरा एक आदमी आया. One fellow came and said, "Can I help you? What is going on? What are you saying? My key I lost. अरे I'll also search for you." Start searching. 1 hour they searched. They could not find that key. That fellow asked, "Boss, are you sure you lost the key here?" "No, I lost the key there." अरे 1 घंटे से मेरे को यहाँ पे. Why are you searching here? No, अंधेरा है. यहाँ पे रोशनी है. तो मतलब है क्या? हाँ? It is dark there. It is light here. So I'm searching where is light. The light is here, so I can search. ना. Darkness I can't search ना. उसको क्या बोलोगे बताओ? अगर हाँ? हाँ ठीक है. मुड़ा बोलो. वो वर्ड मत बोलो जो लास्ट वीक बोला. हाँ? उसको क्या बोलते बोलो? This is what is happening today in this world. Happiness in the spiritual world. You are finding that happiness in the material world because there is light here. भगवान बोल रहा है, अरे तेरे को यहाँ पे हैप्पीनेस नहीं मिलेगा रे. कैसे मिलेगा? 3 पागलों को एक जगह पर डालने से हैप्पीनेस मिलेगी? सोचो. 3 mad fellows. Just imagine. In these flats, there are 600 mad fellows. Sorry, I'm the only mad fellow here. Everybody thinks he is the king of the world. मेरे से बड़ा कोई तोप ही नहीं है. मेरे से अच्छा कोई फ्लैट ही नहीं है. उसको माया बोलते हैं ना. सारे फ्लैट एक ही टाइप में है, लेकिन वो क्या सोच रहा? मेरे जैसा फ्लैट किसी के पास नहीं है. उसको बोलते हैं माया. Understand? But we want to find happiness here. You cannot find happiness. How can you find happiness? He manufacturer is telling defect है इसमें. You cannot find happiness. So find the happiness according to manufacturer's instructions. Manufacturer is telling that live in this world but not of this world. मतलब क्या? इधर रहो. Settle होने की कोशिश मत करो. Don't try to settle here. Just use this place as a bridge. As a bridge between birth and death. पैदा होने से मरने के बीच में, just use it like a bridge. And in this bridge, when you are walking on that bridge, don't try to create anything permanent. आपने किसी को ब्रिज पे घर बनाते देखा क्या? हाँ, उसको क्या बोलते हैं? ब्रिज पे घर बनाया तो करेक्ट, पागल ही बोलते ना. जस्ट इमेजिन somebody went and is constructing on the bridge, house on the bridge. अरे पागल हो गया क्या? Bridge is supposed to for what? Same way, the moment you create wealth in this world, you cannot sleep because wealth can anytime fall. You created it on bridge. Bridge के ऊपर बनाया घर, पक्का गिरेगा. डाउट ही नहीं उसमें, है कि नहीं? And it not only will fall down, it will also create obstacle. ब्रिज के ऊपर घर बनाओगे, रास्ते में नहीं आएगा वो. लोग चिल्लाएंगे, अरे पागल हो गया क्या? निकाल इसको यहाँ पे. योगी जी भेज देंगे वो, क्या उसका बुलडोजर, निकाल इसको यहाँ से. पागल, ब्रिज बनाए, ब्रिज के ऊपर घर बनाए, इलीगल कंस्ट्रक्शन, है कि नहीं? Whatever we are thinking we are doing legally in this world of constructing our houses, villas, whatever, villas and farmhouses, all that is actually illegal thing we are doing. There is no meaning in doing that here. Why are we doing that? पागल हो गया क्या? नहीं, उसमें से महापागल मानो क्या बोलेगा? मैं मेरे पोतों के लिए बना रहा हूं. वो भी पागल, उसका पोता भी पागल. You are trying to leave this for next generation. तेरा ही ठिकाना नहीं है. What are you trying to leave for next generation? He will anyway figure it out. है कि नहीं? पूरा माया में जी रहे लोग. Everybody is living in Maya. So that probably it means that then why are you doing job? हाँ, you are also living in a flat now. हमको बेघर करेंगे, आप घर में रहेंगे. भैया घर में रहो, घर जरूरी है. वास्तु शास्त्र भी बोल रहा है घर में रहना है. Even also there is a need for a house. Even when Krishna came here, he also lived in a house. He is showing with an example, house is needed. जानवर घरों में नहीं रहते, इंसान घरों में रहते हैं. कई अपने जानवर भी घर बनाते हैं. Right? That's a basic thing. But don't make that basic into goal of life.
Don't get attached.
Huh? That is not the purpose of life. वो विला देख रहे विला खरीदना, वही मेरा जिंदगी का उद्देश्य है. उसका लोन भरते भरते कुत्ते की तरह मरना, वही मेरे जिंदगी का उद्देश्य है. क्या जिंदगी है? पागल हो गया क्या? बच्चे पैदा करना मेरा जिंदगी. सुअर भी बच्चे पैदा करता है, 10-10 बच्चे पैदा करता है एक ही टाइम में. राइट? जन्मा मृत्यु जरा व्याधि दुख दोषान दर्शन. दिस मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग टू अंडरस्टैंड. व्हाट आर द मेन प्रॉब्लम्स इन लाइफ? आहार निद्रा भय मैथुनम च. बेसिक्स ऑफ स्पिरिचुअलिटी. बेसिक्स. खाना, सोना, बच्चे पैदा करना, घर बनाना, ये कुत्ता भी करता, सुअर भी करता. तुम में क्या स्पेशलिटी?
बोला था करने के लिए.
हाँ, लेकिन उसके ऊपर ही दृष्टि मत रखो. उसके नहीं, मैंने कंपेयर कर रहा हूं. महाभारत में है श्लोक, मैं बोलूं श्लोक? एवरीबॉडी रिपीट आफ्टर मी. आहार निद्रा भय मैथुनम च सामान्य एतत् पशुभिर्नराणम् धर्मे ही एको अधिको विशेषो धर्मेण ही न पशु ही समाना. जानवर, पक्षी, all these things are doing these 4 activities. What are the 4 activities? Ahara, Nidra, Bhaya, Maithunamcha. Maithunamcha means having children, sex life. Bhaya means taking care of your family. Nidra means सोना. Ahara means खाना. ये 4 चीज जानवर भी कर रहा. नहीं, मैं आईआईटी पढ़ के होटल में खाऊंगा. अरे तो कर तो वही रहा है ना. In essence, what are you doing? That only you are doing. There is no difference. What is the difference? Dharme hi eko adhiko vishesho. The person who doesn't spend time to understand why he has taken birth, the person who cannot understand what is the purpose of life, is equal to a क्या? Is equal to what? मैंने बोल रहा हूं. भीष्म परमे वर्ष से आप जाके देख लो. वेद व्यास बोल रहे हैं. क्या बोल रहे हैं? सामान्यम एतद पशुभिर समाना. पशु का मतलब क्या है? जानवर. शास्त्र में कभी कभी ऐसा बोला जाता है कि आपको डिस्टर्बेंस क्रिएट करना है. द डिस्टर्बेंस इज नीडेड. हम जागेंगे कब? नहीं तो when will we wake up? Sometimes Shastra is very heavy. Krishna is also very heavy sometimes in front of Arjuna. Very heavy. In the first shloka of Arjuna, in the first shloka, second chapter, when Krishna starts speaking, what a verse he says to Arjuna. किससे बात करे? अर्जुन से बात करे. क्या बोलते हैं? असोच्य मनवसोचस्त्वं प्रज्ञावादांश्च भाषसे गताशु न गताशुंश्च न सोचन्ति पंडिता. इसका मतलब क्या है? बोल रहे हैं, the supreme person of God said, while speaking learned words, he's saying, Arjuna, while speaking like you're giving all reasons not to do war, you are mourning of something that is not worthy of grief. You are complaining about that is not even worthy of complaining, right? And then he says, those who are wise lament neither on the living nor on the dead. And last में क्या बोल रहा है? पंडिता. पंडित किसको बोलते हैं? The one who is very scholarly. On one side is telling you are speaking like a fool, pandita. We all think we are panditas. That is the biggest problem. जब ये अपने सामने आता है ना, सारे पंडितों को नीचे रखो और भगवान की बात सुनो. We have wasted our life. Not only this life, last lives. How many lives? Unlimited lives you have wasted. Trying to do what? Trying to find happiness in this material world. Janma mrityu jara. At least in this life, stop this cycle. बहुत मेडिटेशन क्लास है, बाहर जाइए. अरे बहुत सारे इंस्टीट्यूशन है, बिठा के ऐसे सुला देंगे. क्लोज योर आईज. अभी आपके अंदर से प्राण बाहर जा रहा है, अंदर शक्तियां आ रही हैं, फीस भरिए, घर को जाइए. ऐसे बहुत इंस्टीट्यूशन, बहुत सारे दुनिया के इंस्टीट्यूशन है. But no one institution is there which is coming and telling you on your face, you're wasting your life. Don't waste your life. Surrender to God. बहुत हो गया. बहुत पिकनिक पे गए, बहुत क्या बोलते हो, वेकेशन कर लिए. किसको युगांडा में पैदा होना है? हाथ उठाओ. बांग्लादेश में, अगले जन्म में, मॉरिशियस में किसको पैदा होना है? हाँ? और कितनी बार पैदा होना? वहां पे मिलेगी खुशी. लास वेगस में किस को पैदा होना? I went to Las Vegas. What is it called? Sin City. Nobody is happy in Las Vegas. Nobody is happy in Las Vegas. Neither the person playing poker, neither the person doing poker. It's called Sin City. क्या देश है? पापों का देश बना दिया वहां पे. It's glorified, right? But there's no happiness here. कहीं नहीं रे बाबा. Yesterday evening, I'll tell you, Prabhu, yesterday evening, one Prabhuji called me from America. He told me he's a very famous doctor in America. His friend is one of the biggest construction tycoons in Hyderabad. I'll not name the company. If you name the company, you'll know what the company is. In their house, there is complete nonsense, complete misery going on. Bada family hai, right? They construct minimum 40-story buildings. Nothing less than that. Minimum 40-story building is their construction company. Pura family hai. Ask the car, they have that car. Right? You can't even imagine the kind of wealth they have. But in the house, they're not happy. They're not happy. And that Prabhuji is telling me, Prabhuji, can one of the family members needs help? Can he come to your satsang? Yeah, you can bring. What is it? Sabhi log suffer kar rahe. Everybody is suffering. You can come to the satsang. Tell me, if uske paas khushi nahi hai, apne paas kya guarantee hai khushi aayega? Huh? How much balance you have in your banks? कितने करोड़ है? कितने लाख है? सॉफ्टवेयर वालों का तो पूछो ही मत. 5 रुपए भी नहीं रहता. Right? कमाते and they immediately pay to home loans. Right? EMI. खुशी कभी खुशी कम होता. तरलम पम बोलते ना. हाँ? फर्स्ट के दिन सुबह SMS आता. टिंग, साले क्रेडिट हो गया. फिर इमीडिएटली दूसरा से टिंग, डिडक्ट हो गया. कोई खुशी नहीं है यहाँ पे. कोई खुशी नहीं है. कोई भी खुश हो ही नहीं सकता. Because understand one thing, this world is not created for our enjoyment. Please keep this very fact fixed in your minds. ये दुनिया में खुशी नहीं मिलेगी. खुशी एक ही जगह पे मिलेगी इस दुनिया में. किधर मिलेगी? सत्संग में. When you are discussing about God and when you serve. यहाँ पे प्रसादम भाग के मैं एक बात पूछता हूँ. हम लोग ऑफिस में काम देते हैं ना प्रभु जी, ये काम करो, वो काम करो, ये काम करो. लोग क्या बोलते हैं? What do people say? Not my job. Not my job. बोलते नहीं बोलते? Huh? Do they say or no? When you say, if it is not their job, they will not do. How many of you have been requested by me to go and serve prasadam there? मैंने किसी को बोला यहाँ पे? हाँ प्रभु जी आज सर्व करो प्रभु जी, प्लीज प्रभु जी, कोई नहीं है प्रभु जी, प्लस सर्व करो. कोई बोला क्या इसको? Without even me telling, people run there and they want to serve prasad. Why? You are getting paid there to do the work. You are not finding happiness. Are you getting paid here? Still you are doing the work because this is where happiness is. देख लो आप, सर्विस में ही हैप्पीनेस है. किसी को देने में ही खुशी है, लेने में नहीं है. When you give only, you will find happiness. This is the secret of the material world. When you give Krishna to others, you will be happy. When you give Krishna to others. Sometimes I give lectures in some universities. If I speak normally, कोई डिस्टर्ब होता नहीं है. Normally क्या बोलते थे? भगवान के पास आइए, अच्छा कार्य करिए, do nice things, ये वो. हाँ होगा, कब होगा, खत्म होगा. देन एक बात बोलता हूँ, तुम्हारे IITC पे खुशी नहीं आएगा. हाँ क्या बोला? तुम्हारे CA बनने से भी खुशी नहीं आएगा. हाँ मैं CA मैं तुम्हारी MBA में भी खुशी नहीं आएगा. तब थोड़ा डिस्टर्बेंस होता हूँ. क्या बोलने वाला है? यस, भक्त बनने में खुशी है. भक्त बनने में खुशी. But can use, see what I am trying to tell is, you can use all those skills in service of Krishna. See, sometimes it is important you have good material education also. But don't be proud of that material education. Use it in service of Krishna. Right? Sometimes when I go to a college, they call me for guest talk or some office. One office called me for guest talk. Then I don't go and tell, मैं तो भक्त हूँ, मैं तो एकदम, मैं कुछ भी नहीं हूँ. ऐसा बोलने से कोई बात करने देगा क्या? नहीं. Then I put my visiting card, specially created visiting card, और पे लगाता हूँ. मैं कभी बोलता नहीं हूँ. सत्संग में कोई बोलने की जरूरत नहीं है, लेकिन वहां बोलने की जरूरत है. Right? An introduction is needed to get into that particular position. Then you talk there authoritatively. यद यद आचराति श्रेष्ठा तत् तत् एव तरो जना सायत प्रणामम कुरुते लोकस्तत् अनुवर्तते. Krishna is telling. Common people follow leaders. Common people follow leaders. I am not telling them. Krishna is telling that. Common people follow leaders. Become a leader. But not to be a leader, but to be a servant. Become a leader to become a servant. When you become a servant, then you are the real leader. But become a leader. If somebody here says, I want to become IPS, I'll pray for you that you'll become IPS. Provided you become IPS, organize a satsang, call the entire police force and give them chanting back. That do your police work also, do chanting also. समझ रहे हैं हम लोग क्या बोल रहा हूँ? Become a political leader. Become a doctor. Become a whatever you are. But use it in service of Krishna. Become a film actor also. Who is stopping you? Become a film. I know one devotee who is actor. But he is very clear about his principles. He only eats prasad. He only does certain roles. He doesn't do any other role. He is very clear about his demeanor, right? His choices. He is serving Krishna in his own way. समझ रहे हैं मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ? You can be a warrior like Arjuna also and still be a devotee. ठीक है? So now Krishna here in the 6th and 7th shloka, we'll come back to the topic. Here he told the ultimate form of surrender, that those who worship me, those who surrender to me, those who give me their heart, they always worship me undeviatedly, they'll come back to me. Now, doesn't Krishna know everybody is in different situation? Yeah? Now let us see what he'll tell in the next shloka. 8th shloka. Mayi eva mana adhartsva Mayi buddhim niveshaya nivasi syasi mayi eva ata urdhvam na samshaya. Just fix your mind upon me. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, and engage all your intelligence in me. Thus, you will live in me, always, without a doubt. So he's telling, engage your mind on me and use your intelligence on what I'm telling. By doing so, you're always with me. So Prabhuji is, if we prioritize Krishna consciousness in our life, we have achieved our goal. We have achieved our goal. There is nothing like, material. See, I'll tell you the difference between material goal and spiritual goal. There is a difference between material goal and spiritual goal. Material goal mein kya hai? You study and you have to pass the exam. If you don't pass the exam, then your entire study is gone waste, isn't it? Hai ki nahi? Huh? You study law, you do not pass the law. What happens at the end? Can you go and tell your friends, I am studying law also, I am studying CA also, I am studying. Pass किस में हो? किसी में नहीं हो, पढ़ रहा हूँ मैं. Do you have any value? Don't have any value. But in spiritual life, it's different. Your endeavor itself is the goal, and your endeavor itself is the result. So, what effort we are putting to chant Hare Krishna, what effort we are putting to chant the names of God, what effort we are putting to read Bhagavad Gita is the end of bhakti also. It's not like, after I finish all these things, I should see God everywhere. Then only I finish spiritual life. No, Krishna never says that. Just put your mind in me. Just put your intelligence in me. And that is God consciousness. Khatam. Remembering God always is the goal of Krishna consciousness. What is the goal of Krishna consciousness? Remembering God always. Please repeat after me. Always remember me. Never forget me. These two things are the goal of Krishna consciousness. तुमको Sanskrit आता है नहीं आता है, Upanishad आता है नहीं आता है, हाँ? तुमको Vedas आता है नहीं आता है, doesn't matter. The one who remembers God always is a devotee. Bas. Buck stops there. The one who remembers is a devotee. The one who uses his human form of life. Please repeat after me. Durlabha Manusha Janma. It is not mentioned Durlabha Gada Janma. Only one species is called Durlabha Manusha Janma. No other life is as glorified as human life. Does it mean we are against animals? Animal rights ko log bulate hain. No, we are not against animals. But animals cannot do some things like we can do. Animals cannot do some things. Animals are more instinct driven. They cannot differentiate. They only can do certain. They are tuned to certain things. Hatti pheko kutta aayega. Bas. That's all. But a human being has the intelligence to think, Arey, should I not? What I should do, what I should not. These things are given only to a human consciousness.
But animals can become devotees.
Animals can become devotees if a pure devotee blesses them.
Like Jatayu was a devotee only. Jatayu was a devotee only.
Jatayu दिखते हैं क्या इधर उधर हमको? Jatayu is a great devotee. Yeah. Animals can become devotee, but such devotees are very rare. Yes. Jadabartha story is very big. I'll tell some other time. But basically, he remembered his past life also. Great King Bharata, he did not finish his devotion service properly, so he got a body of a deer next life. We'll discuss that story. Amazing story. A lot of instructions are there. But being a deer also, he knows that he's God. But understand one thing. Animals only have 4 activities. Eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. That's all. Human being can do something more than that. I'm repeating the same thing. Right? You have to do something more than that. And not just something more than that. You have to focus on that only, not this. Right? See, somebody wants to eat a lot. Both खाने का इच्छा है. You'll become an elephant in next life. Don't worry. 50 kgs you can eat every day. 50 kg. खा सकते हो. Somebody wants to sleep a lot. What you can become? Lizard. Panda. या फिर सोने का भी बहुत चस्का जिसको मिलेगा वो. All those things are there in animals also. You will get it if that is what you want. Somebody wants to do a lot of protection, wants to build a lot, wants to have security and all these things. You can become an animal. Even animal protects its own children. Somebody wants to have a lot of sex. वही दिख रहा है उसको. You will become a pigeon. Pigeon has 200 times sex in a day. You can be a monkey. Right? See, what we have focus on, that's the body Krishna will give. अच्छा तेरे को ये interest है ना, तदास्तु. Oh. Right? How did we get human body then? This life, how did we get human body? How many plan to become human? हाथ उठाओ. Why are we not a donkey in this life? Why are we human? Two reasons. Shastra is telling that. Number one, you had started your spiritual life in past life. You did something, some sukriti you did. So you got a human birth. Second, somebody prayed for you. Some great acharya sitting like this. A kutta jara se wahan se. Dog was going. What kind of life is that? Krishna, give him one chance. So that kutta became Leelanandas. I am sitting here in front of him. That's the only way you can become a human. समझ रहे? That's the only way you can get a human birth. And there is one more way, which is secretly revealed by the acharyas. If you have Krishna Prasadam. When sometimes prasad is left, or something is not eatable, or it has gone to that condition, we leave it on the ground like this. So ants can eat. And each one of the ants will take birth in Gauli Dodi. Or, as a human being. The chance is given. A devotee gives that chance. Agyata Sukriti. One is Sukriti, second is Agyata Sukriti. Without your knowledge, you're becoming like some of the security guards come and have prasad here. Next life, Prabhu, they are getting human birth. कुछ भी वो लोग पाप किए अच्छा किए साइड में रखो. You all are getting human birth again. यहाँ पे प्रसाद किसने खाया? किसी अच्छे मंदिर में प्रसाद खाया? Next life human birth guaranteed. Congratulations. कुत्ता बिल्ली नहीं बनेंगे अपन लोग. Next life पक्का human life. But if I use that human life again for क्या होगा? If I got that human birth and I'm using for what? अच्छा eating, अच्छा sleeping, अच्छा sex life, अच्छा defending, then Krishna will think, अरे by mistake I give you human birth. I think you are more focused on eating. Chal, become a pig. समझ रहे? This is not some philosophy created by me. There is a clear shloka in 8th chapter. Anta kale tu mameva. Whatever you remember at the time of death, that is the body you'll get. Whatever is the priority, that is the body you get. In many villages, even now that sampradaya is there, when somebody is dying, they go and ask him, what do you want to eat? कोई last इच्छा है क्या? Any last desire is there? That fellow will tell you, मुझे जलेबी खाना, मुंह में जलेबी पोक देते, ले, खा के मर. Why they do that? Because it's actually a big shastric reason that fulfill your desires. Done. इसको छोड़ो, खत्म करो इसको. Satisfy the tongue. I'm not telling that's the process, but people even do that because the philosophy behind that is finish your desires. Desire God. At least in this life, desire God. ఈ జన్మలను భగవంతుని ప్రేమ తెప్పించుకో. Right? Going to Tirupati, the goal is not to become Gundu. You think Balaji is, some hair wig maker? ये तिल लगा के गुंडू कर रहे तो मेरे को अच्छा लग रहा. He'll take the hair and he'll feel happy. Huh? Why do we give hair in Balaji? Tell me. Why do we give hair in Tirupati or any holy place? Please. Tell me, why do we give hair? Huh?
Because we are proud of our hair. Like,
मैं कर रहा हूँ ना, देख रहे हैं. I'm recognizing myself as a body. That is when I want a hairstyle, right? Hairstyle कब चाहिए? When I'm recognizing I am this body. When you go in front of God, पूरा बाल निकाल दे, shave, clean shave. Then there is no hair, there is no hairstyle. Automatically. है कि नहीं? Some people all the time they keep doing. क्या हो रहा है? Hair conscious, not Krishna conscious. तो क्या होगा? You will get another human birth. Where you'll have hair like Rakshasi, this much hair you'll have. करते रहो ऐसे. That's all you'll have. Right? Whatever desire you have at the time of death, that is the body you're going to get. That is how this material world is. If you carry any pride towards your education, you carry any pride towards your wealth, you carry any pride towards your body, you carry any pride towards your children, you carry any pride towards your own intelligence, you are going to come back here. I'm sorry. The only pride you should carry, then probably kiske upar kai ke liye na. The only pride you should carry is I am a devotee of Krishna. What is the only pride Hanuman ji carried? मैं राम भक्त हूं. आप कौन है? मैं राम भक्त हूं. He never told him Hanuman. आप कौन है? मैं राम भक्त हूं. Only one identification. आपका आइडेंटिफिकेशन क्या है? मेरा आइडेंटिफिकेशन क्या है? मैं कृष्ण भक्त हूं. राम भक्त भी हूं. बट मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंटली क्या है? भक्त हूं. मेरा नाम क्या है? मेरा नाम क्या है? बोलो यार, नाम नहीं मालूम है? मेरा नाम दास है. लीलानंद नहीं है. लीलानंद कृष्ण का नाम है जो लीलाओं का आनंद करते. मेरा नाम क्या है? दास. माय नेम इज सर्वेंट. दैट्स इट. फिर ये आगे नाम लगाने की क्या जरूरत है? क्योंकि एटलीस्ट दैट वे व्हेन यू कॉल मी लीलानंद दास, आई रिमेंबर लीलानंदा. Why we keep names to our children? Narayana, भरत. आजकल कुत्ते का नाम लगा रहे हैं. टोमी, जुजू, किल्ली, पुल्ली.
देखा जाता था कि लोग भगवान का नाम इस बहाने याद कर ले.
कम से कम इस बहाने तो याद करो.
सही बात है.
ऐसा नाम लगाना है. कैसा नाम लगाना है? कुत्ते बिल्ली का नाम लगाना है. Some people call me and प्रभु जी मेरे बच्चों का कुछ नाम बोलेंगे क्या? तो नारायण लगाओ. मेरी बेटी का नाम लक्ष्मी लगाओ. प्रभु जी क्या चाहिए फिर? ऐसा नाम चाहिए दुनिया में किसी का नहीं बना. ऐसा ही बोला. ऐसा नाम चाहिए दुनिया में किसी का नहीं है नाम. घटोत्कच लगा. फिर दुर्योधन लगा. या वो नाम तो किसी को मत लगाना. वो जो बोलो वो ऑलरेडी किसी का है. दुनिया में एक ही है वो स्पेशल. तो ये इंपॉर्टेंस है. यू नॉट अंडरस्टैंडिंग प्रभु. शास्त्र जो हमें दिए गए हैं, द शास्त्र दैट इज गिवन टू अस इज नॉट टू मेक अस कंफर्टेबल इन दिस वर्ल्ड. आई एम सॉरी टू टेल यू. Purpose of Shastra is not to make comfortable in this world. What is the purpose of Shastra? Remove us from this world. निकालना है ऐसे अपने को. That is the purpose of Shastra. What is the meaning of the word Shastra? Shastra means discipline. Sanskrit meaning of the word Shastra means discipline. Simple. जो डिसिप्लिन नहीं है वो डिसिप्लिनिक सक्सेशन में भी नहीं जा सकता. परंपरा में नहीं जा सकता. समझ रहे? एंड हु कैन गो आउट ऑफ दिस वर्ल्ड? the one who comes into the parampara, into the queue. क्यू में आना ही पड़ेगा. आई एम सॉरी, क्यू में नहीं आओगे तो नहीं जा सकते. क्यू में आने के लिए क्या क्वालिफिकेशन है? हाँ, भक्त बनो. हरि बोल. एकदम कंक्लूजन बोल दिया. भक्त बनो, हरि बोल. खत्म. भक्त बनो. और don't be egoistic on anything. One of my father's friend came once to my house. Old. My father was taking bath. I was sitting in my college days. So I was sitting in the hall. Uncle came. Namaste, uncle. Yeah. What are you doing? Same question. I said, uncle, I'm doing CA. I'm studying for CA. Okay. Then I said, okay, I'm sitting there. But he wanted me to, I don't know. I felt that he's getting uncomfortable, as if I have to do something and I'm not doing. So I went and, uncle, aapko pani chahiye kya? Haan, pani. You know what is important? You should be nicely educated. I said, yes, uncle, you should be nicely educated. Correct only you're telling. Then he was, something was making uncomfortable. We should study all the time. Okay, uncle, I'll study all the time. Still he was getting uncomfortable. I said, what is happening here? I was waiting for my father. Jaldi naha ke bahar aao. Mere ko samajh mein nahi aa raha kya ho raha hai. Then he removed his card. Finally his Astra, Brahmastra he removed. An Astra he removed. He gave it to me. Narayana Murthy, his name. Niche. LLB, P2Q, SQ, SCR, SCR, BC, 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 TTU, LLB, CA, BH, MBH, पूरा विजिटिंग कार्ड 30 डिग्री है उधर. 30 degrees. मेरा तो पूरा 3rd degree हो गया देख के. क्या आदमी है, जिंदगी में क्या किया. You know what he told? After seeing all that, I'm studying even now also I'm doing one course from this university. मैं सोचा अरे जिंदगी में ये तो नहीं बनना मेरे को. क्या जिंदगी है, कितना कोर्स करेगा ये? What will he do? Right? And what is understanding after doing all that courses? To do one more course. You only have to do one course. Prabhus, you only have to do one course. Become a devotee. That's all. If you can cook for Krishna, Mataji, you can nicely cook for Krishna, give that to Krishna, and Krishna has that. You have done the greatest course on the material world. If you can pray for Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. You have done all the courses. What is needed is these courses. All other courses, what do you need? क्या करोगे पूरा करने के बाद? पैसा कमाओगे. That's all, right? पैसा कमाओ. नहीं. Some people have the chaska of having many degrees also. After that, what will you do? What will you do? He has done so many degrees that he is desperate for respect. Sorry? He is desperate for respect. Once,
नौकरी नहीं मिली तब भी करना पड़ता.
हाँ?
नौकरी नहीं मिल रही तो पढ़ते रहो.
Once I met an old person on walkway in a Mayo Avatar I met. I asked, so I didn't even ask. He only told, I am retired commissioner of sales tax. तो मैं क्या करूं? अभिषेक करूं क्या? फूल डालूं आपके ऊपर? क्या करूं मैं? Okay, you were a commissioner of sales tax at one time, but what are you now? Retired. अब sales tax office में जाने से क्या करेंगे आपको? If you go, I'll request one thing. Never go back to your office after you're retired. They'll make you humble like anything. You'll really understand what it is. My father told me once. He went back to his office just to see all of them. How are they? They did not even look at him properly. Reddy sir, beto. Say, chai de rahe. The same people who worked for him for 25 years did not even treat him like an ant. Then he understood, what did I do in life? What was I proud about? There's nothing to be proud about. Whatever you have done, whatever designation you have followed, at the end of the day, it's all over. Now what are you? You are a retired person. Or we are all also. Right? You have to just focus on Krishna's name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So Krishna is telling in the 12th chapter, 8th verse, that fix your mind on me. So Supreme Person God and engage all your intelligence in me. Thus you will live in me, always without any doubt. Shloka number 9. Antachitta samadhatum na shaknosi mai sthiram abhyasa yogena tato mam ichha putam dhananjaya ichhaptam dhananjaya. My dear Arjuna, O winner of wealth, if you cannot fix your mind upon me without deviation, then follow the regulative principles of Bhakti Yoga. In this way, develop a desire to attain me. Now Krishna is giving in-orbit discounts. In-orbit माल में गया है ना? As soon as you go inside, क्या बोलेगा? 20% discount. No, 30% discount. 40% discount. ये पूरा chapter अभी यहाँ से discount chapter होने वाला है. First, what did he tell? Surrender to me. Do everything for me. Then he said, at least fix your mind in me. At least do with intelligence whatever you can do. Now what is he telling? Okay, you cannot fix your mind in me. मालूम है mind बदनर के तरह इधर उधर घूमते रहते हैं. Do one thing. Follow the regulative principles of bhakti. What are the regulative principles of bhakti? Don't do any harm to anybody. At least don't do harm to anybody. Daya. Can everybody tell? Daya. Be clean. Outside also, inside also. Sauchyam means what? Outside also, inside also. Be clean. Huh? Next. Tapasya. Meaning what? Try to say no to things even if you like them. Don't be attached to things. Try to say no. Tapasya. Huh? Daya, Sauchyam, Tapasya, Satyam. Satyam. Always be truthful. Don't try to take somebody else's wealth. Don't try to loot others. At least follow these 4 principles of Dharma. What are the 4 principles of Dharma? Dharma ki 4 padalu untayi. Have you heard this dialogue? Cinema untuntayi. Right? Dharma 4 padalu untayi. Right? Dharma has 4 legs. What are the 4 legs? Daya, Sauchyam, Satyam, Tapasya. These 4 legs we should have. If we don't have these 4 legs, the next life we'll have 4 legs. Simple. If you don't follow these 4 legs, the next life we'll have 4 legs. Because animals don't have all this, we should have. Daya means what? You should be merciful. For this 3 inches of tongue, how long is tongue? Actually, it is very long. But the tasting portion is first 3 inches. खाने को निकाल के ऐसे ऐसे बाहर खींच के अंदर लगाओ, टेस्ट आएगा. किधर है पूरा टेस्ट? पूरा टेस्ट है 3 इंचों में. उसका सर्वेंट मत बनो. वो 3 इंचेस का सर्वेंट मत बनो. Daya. For those 3 inches, don't kill others. Don't kill others. प्रभु जी हमारे घर में तो पूरा नॉनवेज खाते, मेरे ताता भी खाते थे, वोता भी खाते थे, वो तो तेरा खाना इंपॉर्टेंट है क्या? Are we born non-veg or vegetarian? We are nothing. We are just born. ये टांगड़ी कबाब लेके कोई पैदा नहीं हुआ. नर्स में पैदा हो गया, ये टांगड़ी कबाब, तंदूरी कबाब कोई देगा क्या बच्चे को? Huh? Has anybody taken birth like that? No. Right? We have taken birth. Our mother teaches us what to eat. Is that yes or no? Our mother teaches us. First she gives her breast milk, and then after that she feeds us something which is good for our health. If your mother is not educated or not properly in right culture, then you will get other things also. There are families, it has gone to such an extent, they are giving whiskey. 1 spoon of whiskey. Mera beta bhi bewda mera jaisa hai. Dekho. If you are born in a family with mode of ignorance, that also will be fed. But after you have grown up, intelligence तो आया ना, Can you now decide what you want to be? Can you change? I can change, it's my wish. I am born in Reddy family. We eat everything moving except aeroplane, we eat everything. Aeroplane milta nahi na, niche usko bhi khayenge nahi to. I come from that family, right? We drink all the time. पैदा हुआ पीते, मर गया पीते, जिंदा है पीते, हर चीज के लिए पीते. बिना पिए तो काम ही नहीं चलता, है कि नहीं? You know, I mean, I'm telling you, you know, if you go to one of my functions in my family, 20 males will come, ऐसे आके बैठेंगे, चेयर में ऐसे बैठेंगे. थोड़ी देर में एक बॉटल आएगा, उसका सोडा आएगा, ओपन ही रहेगा. अरे वो खुल के डालते ही सभी के अंदर प्राण आ जाएगा. लाओगे ना सर, फिर लेम सर. आधे घंटे पहले ये जिंदगी है क्या? सत्संग में हम लोग कैसे आते हैं? प्रभु जी हरे कृष्णा. कोई बोतल की जरूरत नहीं है. वो बोतल को फोड़ के हम यहाँ पे आए. जरूरत नहीं ऐसे पागल पागल बोतल की. खुशी रिलेशनशिप्स में है कि नहीं? हाँ, आलिंगन करने में खुशी है कि नहीं? प्रभु जी आज हम दोनों ने हक किया, खुशी है नहीं है? हाँ बोलो, बोतल चाहिए, मेरा आलिंगन चाहिए. बोलो क्या चाहिए?
बोतल ही थी.
सच्ची बोल रहा हूँ प्रभु जी, दुनिया किसी और जगह पे है. प्रहलाद महाराज ने भागवत में बोला, पुनर चर्वित चर्विना नाम. रिपीट आफ्टर मी. पुनर चर्वित चर्विना नाम. इसका मतलब क्या है? खाके थूक दिया उसको. च्युइंगम खाए लोगों ने? च्युइंगम खाया ना? स्टार्टिंग में रस आता थोड़ा, उसके बाद घट हो जाता, एकदम पत्थर जैसा हो जाता है. इट बिकम्स लाइक रॉक. देन व्हाट यू डू? You know, in our college we used to eat that. Then one of my friends used to keep it under the bench in the college. One day we came back, we sat there. That fellow took it from there and he ate again. Oh my God. क्या रिएक्शन दिया ना? जीविता. Just imagine, that's what they are doing again and again and again. Same bottle, same alcohol, पुनः चरविता. कितने बार, कब मिलेगा तेरे को? नहीं आएगा. उसी के ऊपर टॉपिक. अरे rise above that. One of my relatives came and asked me, अरे why are you not drinking? I said, I थूक दिया उसको मैं. I spitted it off. I never found happiness in that, and now I have spitted it off. No, but you should against it. You want to eat my spit? I don't want to pick up something I have spitted. वो समझ गया, इसको तो इसके पास रहूंगा, मेरा भी बंद कर देगा. चला गया, है कि नहीं? So when you become a human being, you can change your choices. अपने हाथ में हो. यहाँ पे रेड्डी कौन है, तुम्हा कौन है, कम्मा कौन है? हाँ, मिश्रा, खुराना, अग्रवाल, बंसीलाल, ये सारे नाम किधर से आए? क्योंकि तुम वो घर में पैदा हुए, नाम मिला. असली नाम क्या है? दास. वो एक ही नाम है. जिंदगी में वो नाम कमाओगे. If you earn that name in your life, your life is perfect. Get that name in life. दास. माधव गोपीनाथ दास हमारे यहाँ नाम रहते हैं, बहुत सुंदर नाम रहते हैं. गौरांग दास और गोपाल दास. क्या मतलब है उसका? सर्वेंट ऑफ दैट गौर गोपाल. ये नाम कमाओ. When you get this name, then you are going back to the most beautiful person on the whole universe, Krishna. And then you will never have to work anywhere, and you never have to do anything, just be in service and be happy. This is the goal of life. Time कितना हो गया? 9:50. So here Krishna is telling, if you cannot fix your mind, at least follow the 4 regulative principles of bhakti. We can follow regulative principles of bhakti. दया कर सकते हैं लोगों पे, जानवरों पे, कितना चिकन खाओगे? रोको थोड़ा उसको, वो चिल्ला रहा क, अगले जन्म अपना भी वहीं पे होने वाला को बोल के, है कि नहीं? वहीं पे होगा और उसमें डाउट नहीं है. वॉट एवर यू डिड इट विल कम बैक टू यू. कर्म आपको कहीं छोड़ता नहीं है. मनुस्मृति में बोला गया है, नॉट मनुस्मृति, क्या है वो, फॉरगॉट द स्क्रिप्चर, उसमें बोला गया है that karma will chase you like a calf finds its mother. बछड़ा अपनी माँ को जिस तरह से पकड़ता है, you put 1000 cows, 1000, सारे गाय देखने को एक जैसे लगते हैं ना, ज्यादातर एक जैसे लगते हैं बाहर से देखने को, हाँ, लेकिन एक बछड़े को छोड़ोगे वो 1000 गायों में अपने माँ के पास जाके ही रहेगा. वो अपने माँ को पहचानता है, इधर उधर नहीं जाएगा वो. द सेम वे आपका कर्म आपको नहीं छोड़ेगा. कुछ भी कर लो, ये अंगूठी पहनो, हाँ, ये व्रत कराओ, ये कर, व्हाट यू कैन ओनली डिले. आप डिले कर सकते हो, अंगूठी पहन के थोड़ा डिले कर सकते हो, या फिर त्र्यंबकेश्वर जाके काला सर्प योग ये वो करके थोड़ा और डिले कर सकते हो, लेकिन आएगा तो पक्का, आएगा तो पक्का. यू कांट गेट आउट ऑफ इट. देयर इज ओनली वन पर्सन who can remove you from the cycle of karma. Krishna. Krishna. Krishna means cycle, na means stop. सिर्फ वही रोक सकते हैं पूरे कर्म को. Everything. He says in directly in shloka, right? Aham tarum sarvapapabhyo mokshashyami masacha. I will give you moksha. You cannot come out of the cycle. So, at least if you cannot fix your mind, follow the regulative principles. Be clean. What do we call women in our satsang? Mataji. What do we call men in our satsang? Prabhuji. Start using that word everywhere you can. ध्यान से. एक बार एक माताजी आई थी सत्संग में, पहले दिन में बोला, माताजी प्लीज आप प्रसाद. किसको बोला माताजी? बहन जी. तो माता दिखती है मुझे तुझे? बहुत साल पहले हुआ था. Women are, I mean, there are some who are getting uncomfortable to even hear Mataji. गलत क्या बोला? हमारे संप्रदाय में लड़की को माँ बोलते हैं, माँ बोलते हैं, अम्मा. तेलुगु में जब हम लोग किसी को भी पास अम्मा इटरा, अम्मा इटरा, वो नॉर्मल लैंग्वेज में आता है. ऐसा हमारा संप्रदाय है. इंग्लिश में क्या बोलते हैं? यू का मतलब क्या है? कुछ भी. हमारे लैंग्वेज में ही पूरा शास्त्र है. If you just follow our language, use our language, you'll automatically become Krishna conscious. Just using the language properly, daily, respectfully, Krishna Bhakti will slowly come into you. Because it's all hidden there. Language में ही सब कुछ है. When Britishers wanted to destroy India, what did they do? They destroyed our education. Our education was completely based on local language. आंध्र प्रदेश में तेलुगु में ही सिखाते थे, महाराष्ट्र में मराठी में ही सिखाते थे, तमिलनाडु में तमिल में ही सिखाते थे. Britishers understood that these people, their entire culture is inside that language. We have to destroy that language. If we destroy that language, their culture is automatically destroyed. What did they do? They came and told, teach in English. And as soon as they told teach in English, all the teachers left. Brahmanas, teachers were all Brahmanas. They said, we'll not teach in English. Why we should teach in English? And then they brought English teachers. And as soon as English language came into our society, our entire culture got subdued. Khatam. Nikal gaya pura culture baar. Everything is gone. It is so important. Everything is connected to Krishna. हमारे language में सब कुछ है. 50 को क्या बोलते हैं हिंदी में? 51 को? 52 को? आप लोग क्या क्या कर रहे हैं फिर? 52 का मतलब क्या है? जाओ 1 को. After 50, go to 1. Language is telling. The whole truth is hidden in the language itself. Go to 1. Go to 1 means अभी जब जंगल के पास मत लो अभी. उसका मतलब that's not the point. Become like a man. Your mind should become like a vanvasi. Meaning, your attachment should go down. After 50, no thinking about expansion. No more expansion. Handover. 50 means handover. ले. You suffer now. तू भर property tax. मेरे को कोई संबंध नहीं. खत्म. I'm done now. Now my focus is Krishna consciousness. I want to go to Satsang. Like all you wonderful Prabhujis and Matajis, you are coming from so far to attend Satsang here. This is the goal of life. यही है. वन जाने मतलब क्या यही है. Invest your time in going to Satsangs. Invest your time in becoming Krishna conscious. Right? Everything is, where is it hidden? Language. हमारे अंदर सब कुछ है. Just revive it back. Everything happens. Actually, when I preach in English ना, मेरे को बहुत मुश्किल होता है. Because heart-to-heart connection दिखा दो. But Prabhupada, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Srila Prabhupada, he gave us words that we can even preach Bhagavad Gita in English. But actually, when you speak in Telugu or you speak in Hindi, उसका effect ही अलग है. It directly goes. Because mother tongue, no? Mother tongue. It's inside you. It will come back to you through that. समझ रहे? तो दया करो, स्वच्छ. माता जी प्रभु जी क्यों बोलते हैं? क्योंकि माता की तरह देखना है. सिर्फ एक पत्नी है, बाकी सारे माता. गृहस्थ जीवन में वन वाइफ, एवरीबडी एल्स माता. प्रभु जी माता बोल रहे लेकिन वो फीलिंग नहीं आ रहा, फिर भी बोल माता बोल. राइट? प्रैक्टिस करो, माता जी बोलने का प्रैक्टिस करो. देन ऑटोमेटिकली वन डे you'll get the feeling also. Right? Maintain the distance. Why do Mataji sit here, Prabhuji sit here? Maintain the distance. Very important. Respectfulness is needed. Distance. No, I am very mature. I know how to handle. मेरे को मालूम है कितना mature है. Don't fiddle with fire and ice. और fire and क्या बोलते हैं? Fire के बीच में. ठीक है? विश्वामित्री गिर गया. आप कौन से पैदे हो? What are you talking about? So it's very clear. So what is that? Cleanliness. Sauchyam. Sauchyam मतलब क्या? External cleanliness. Rexona, Lux, Amam, कुछ भी लगाओ. Internal cleanliness. Treat every woman like a mother. Treat every male like a father. Prabhu मतलब you tell me. You know more than me. Prabhu ji जब बोलते हैं, you know more than me. Please tell me. Tell me now, Prabhu. Who is Prabhu ji here? You are all Prabhujis. We can learn something from everybody. That is our culture, Prabhu. We can learn something from everybody. When Ravan was dying, such a horrible person was dying, Lakshman was sent to learn lessons from him. Ram sent him. And Ravan told, Arey, tera bhai jaisa kahin nahi hai. Who can be more Maryada Purushottam than your brother, that he is sending you to learn lessons from me? Right? This is our culture. This is our culture. What is the third one? Daya, Sauchyam, Satyam. Satyam means what? Be truthful. Truthful means what? Don't cheat others. Cheating mat karo. Whatever is going to come in your quota will anyway come. Don't cheat others. Manipulation. Don't get into games of gambling. Some games should not be played. Recently they were saying on Ganesh Chaturthi day, they'll play Tambola. I told no Tambola. But Tambola means money. Minute of Ganesh, don't have to play. No, but we need entertainment, right? You need entertainment. Ganesh doesn't need that entertainment. Bhagwan ke samne natak mat karo. Then one nice Mataji, she came up with very nice idea. No, we'll come up with some other idea of a quiz in the form of Tambola, which is related to gods. And I said, very nice. This is very good. Very good. Do that. Right? So gambling indirectly puts you into that kind of mentality. Cheating karne ka mentality aa jata hai. When you do them, automatically that cheating mentality will come. Right? So you don't have to get into that kind of activity which will provoke you to do such things. What is the fourth one? Tapasya. Learn to be a tapasvi. Teach your children tapasya. Teach your children tapasya. Very important. Tapasya means what? Saying no to something for a definite benefit in future. Please repeat after me. Saying no to something for a definite benefit in future. That is tapasya. There is a benefit in future. For that you are telling no. Right? If you don't smoke, that's tapasya. Don't get attached to things. Why we don't drink tea and coffee? Why? Tea and coffee राक्षस नहीं है. Because I don't want to be a servant of tea and coffee. People become servant of tea and coffee. वो सुबह काफी नहीं मिला वो तलाक दे देंगे वहां पे घर में. Right? टी नहीं मिला, अरे इतना desperate होने की क्या जरूरत है? If Krishna will come to see you now, Krishna just stand there. टी पी के आता हूँ. टी का टाइम हो गया. No, that's why we leave tea and coffee. Tea or coffee के against नहीं है. We are against the mentality of becoming servant of tea and coffee. समझ रहे? इसको बोलते तपस्या. नहीं करना चाहिए, बिल्कुल नहीं करना चाहिए. आजकल तो प्रभु क्या क्या सर्व कर रहे हैं प्रसाद के नाम पे, बोला मत मेरे. बहुत कुछ हो रहा है, बहुत कुछ नहीं करना चाहिए. इट्स इंटॉक्सिकेंट. कैफीन होता है उसमें. कैफीन इज इंटॉक्सिकेंट, मतलब आपको बार बार करने की चिकित्सा देता है. So you don't drink tea and coffee. Actually, it was never part of our culture. Do you know how tea and coffee was introduced? By Britishers. You know why they introduced tea and coffee? Huh? Not business, to remove cows. हम लोग गायों की गाय की सेवा करते हैं. For us, guy is mother. We only drink cow milk. Buffalo milk also sometimes people used to drink. Some people used to drink. When you are too hyperactive, चलो उसको buffalo milk दो, काम हो जाएगा. Buffalo कैसे रहता है? है कि नहीं? तो somebody child is very hyperactive, इधर कर रहा होगा, उसको buffalo milk दे दो, थोड़ा काम हो जाएगा. लेकिन नॉर्मल ह्यूमन buffalo milk पिएगा, वो कैसे होगा? ऑफिस में लोग कैसे रहते हैं? क्यों? buffalo milk पी के रहो. Simple है. Ayurveda never talks about buffalo milk. It only talks about cow milk. They knew that. And cow is the center of our economy. Cow is the center of our economy. With cow comes manure. With manure comes crops. With crops comes health. Everything is centric around it. With cow comes ghee. Without ghee you cannot do yajna. Without ghee you cannot light a lamp. Right? Everything is related to cow. They wanted to attack the cow. What they did? They introduced tea and coffee. Tea and coffee will taste horrible with cow milk. I don't know what cow milk you are using, but I'm telling you about original cow milk. Original cow milk is very thin. And thin milk, your tea will not taste nice. Is that true? Coffee will not taste nice. Is that true? Simple. So they did that. There is a whole planning. A lot of planning has happened to make us what we are today. So that is called tapasya. So what are the 4 legs of dharma again? Daya, Satyam, Tapasya. When you follow these 4 legs of dharma, you will not get 4 legs in next life. You might get 4 hands. You might get 4 hands. Meaning what? You will become a servant of Narayan in Vaikuntha. In Vaikuntha, all Narayan servants have 4 hands. They are not Narayan. Don't be the mistake. They are all servants of Narayan. So it's your choice. अपना क्या choice है? Next life में 4 legs चाहिए या 4 arms चाहिए? Choice है बस. Hari bol. Okay. We'll do one more shloka and close it. I have to go somewhere today. Sorry. Where are we? 10. Yeah. अभी किसी को और भी डिस्काउंट चाहिए? ये फॉलो कर सकते हैं या डिस्काउंट चाहिए? बोल दो. चाहिए ना, मालूम है चाहिए. चलो. अभ्यासे अपि असमर्थोसि मत्कर्म परमो भव मदर्थम अपि कर्माणि कुर्वन् सिद्धिम् अवाप्स्यसि. Please repeat after me. If you cannot practice the regulations of Bhakti Yoga, then just try to work for me. Because by working for me, you will come to me. You will come to the perfect stage. See how understanding is God. वो दूसरे धर्म है, फॉलो नहीं करोगे गला काट देंगे. अपना धर्म देखो क्या प्रभु जी. How merciful is Krishna? He's telling, Okay, you cannot do that. You cannot do that. At least do a thing. Work for me. You cannot follow all these things. Work for me. Work for me means what? Just remember me all the time and do that work and give the results to me. Right? Or you don't want to give result, at least come and do serving of prasadam. Right? Do something in a temple. Construct something in a temple. Go take a broom. Next time go to a temple, घंटे के ऊपर ज़्यादा नजर मत डालो. Search for a broom, clean the temple. Take a bucket and cloth, clean the temple. Because by cleaning the temple, you clean your heart. नहीं? उतना connection होता है कि नहीं? Do some service. Work for me. Next, work for me. Because by working for me, you will come to the perfect stage. Right? What a simple thing, na? और डिस्काउंट चाहिए किसी को? आया ना? हाँ, मेरे को चाहिए. मैं पढ़ता हूँ. अथैतद् अपि अशक्तोषि कर्तुं मद्योगमाश्रित सर्वकर्म फल त्यागं तथा कुरु ययात्ममान. If however you are unable to work in this consciousness of me, then try to act, giving up all results of your work and try to be self-situated. ये प्रभु मेरे पास टाइम नहीं है, मैं विप्रो में काम करता हूँ, मैं इन्फोसिस में काम करता हूँ, मैं कुत्ते की तरह काम करता हूँ, गधे की तरह काम करता हूँ, मेरे पास टाइम नहीं है. ओके, तू जहां भी काम करता है वो पैसा दे. Give that money. At least give the fruits of that action. You understand it? How merciful is God? Why do you think there is a hundi in Tirupati? He wants your money. बालाजी को तुम्हारा पैसा चाहिए. अरे मुक्कोटी लक्ष्मी उनके पैर के पास बैठे यार. Lakshmi Devi is sitting. How many Lakshmis? Mukkoti. Thousands, crores of Lakshmi Devis are sitting at his feet. He wants your money. And some people put 10 lakh there. 10 lakh दिया, 10 lakh दिया. बालाजी, आज से तू मेरा servant. अब मेरे लिए काम कर. Now work for me. I gave you 10 lakhs, you make it 1 crore. Now you work for me. Is this bhakti? Bhakti antradina? Business. Business. Selfish business. Krishna is telling, you cannot work for me, at least give that result. Because by giving the result, you will lose the attachment towards that work also. How many of you give here fixed donations? Fixed donation. You know, our ancestors, they used to give fixed donation. Every house, आपके घरों में, हर एक घर में मूर्ति होता था. आपका कुल देवता या फिर, you know, घर के अंदर टेम्पल होता था. There was a temple. Don't tell me you don't. Go to your ancestral thing. You will know that you had a temple. And whenever there was a good crop or whenever there was a good business, you know what they would do? They'll make jewelry and put it on that god. For every festival, they'll make a jewelry and put it on that god. And when there is a calamity and when there is a drought, you know what they'll do? They'll go to the god, they'll request, Amma, can I take one jewelry on loan? I'll take one jewelry on loan because you are wealth. But I will bring it back. And you'll use it for your family. This was our culture, Haribol. Mera Bharat? Mera Bharat? Yes. Patriotism nahi hai. That great our country was. We were never attached to wealth. All used to live in the same house. And the center of the house was Krishna, Vishnu, Narayan. And from there, the entire wealth used to go there. From there, all the protection used to come. And when they used to take the wealth from DT, Bigra se jab wo lete the, ye nahi sochte the, maine dala, maine liya. No, mera hai hi nahi pehli baat. Whatever I am giving is not mine. It is yours only. I am giving it back to you. Just like you take water from Ganga, you put it back into Ganga. करते हैं ना? गंगा का पानी गंगा में ही डालते हैं ना? तुम लेकर आए क्या पानी वहां पे? गंगा का ही पानी है. You are giving back in Ganga. Same way, whatever wealth I am getting, Krishna, it is yours. And when I am in trouble, please. And everybody gave properties in the name of God. In Tamil Nadu, thousands of acres. In Andhra Pradesh, thousands of acres belong to God. In stupid governments, they are selling those properties of God and they are using for their purposes. It is property of God. भगवान का प्रॉपर्टी हो, तेरा हक क्या बनता है उसको लेने का? Unfortunate, right? So unfortunate. And we are seeing it like this. अरे, why to go to Tamil Nadu? यहाँ पे ये जो पहाड़ है यहाँ पे पद्मनाभ स्वामी टेम्पल है, कोई गए क्या वहां पे? That temple, you know how many acres? 100 acres land belongs to the temple. You know how much is left it now? Hardly few acres. Where did the remaining acres go? This construction, that construction, भेज दिया पूरा.
मस्जिद भी बन गया.
वो तो पहले बनेगा ना. This is what is going on, right? In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is telling, surrender the results onto me. And what are we doing? We are eating our ancestors' surrender. Our ancestors have given everything. We are eating that from. We have to go and beg. We have to go and beg the politician. अरे यहाँ पे एक अच्छा टेम्पल बनाएंगे, थोड़ा लैंड दो. अरे पूरा धरती भगवान का है, जगन्नाथ, जगत का नाथ. The whole earth planet belongs to God, and you are going and begging, can I get 1 acre land for Jagannath temple? This is the situation today. The situation today. Huh? But everybody wants their house very nice. मेरा 5 bedroom का घर, मेरा 10 bedroom का घर. अभी आ रहे फ्लैट्स यहाँ पे 14,000 square feet, 8,000 square feet. You think there will be happiness in that houses? प्रभुज हैप्पीनेस एक ही जगह पे है, जहां सत्संग है हैप्पीनेस, कहीं पे और हैप्पीनेस नहीं रहेगा. Manu Samhita says a house, please remember this word. Manu Samhita says this: a house that doesn't invite a sadhu is a snake hole. A house that doesn't invite a sadhu is a snake hole. Snake hole का मतलब क्या? What is a snake hole? अपन लोग तो वो भी नहीं देखते आजकल कंक्रीट जंगल में, कहीं दिखते भी नहीं यहाँ पे. पांव पुट्टा. What is the speciality of snake hole? हाथ लगाएगा कोई अंदर? हाथ लगाते क्या आएगा? आएगा नहीं आएगा? अब यहां से निकलो, कोई भी ब्लॉक में जाओ, एक के फ्लैट में हाथ लगाओ. मेरा घर तो अंदर कैसे है यहाँ पे? स्नेक होल. No sadhu will be called inside. No satsang will happen inside. मेरा हॉल इतना बड़ा है, काय के लिए? क्यों? What is the use of that house which is so big, which can't invite God and God's devotees? और ऊपर से कंप्लेन, बहुत ज्यादा भजन का आवाज आ रहा, बंद करो. Just imagine what kind of people you are living in. My only request to all of you, I'm not here sitting to insult somebody else. I am telling all this that you tell your children, don't be such kind of people. At least don't be part of that wrong crowd. अगर तुम्हारा बेटा सत्संग के लिए नहीं बोल रहा है, उस बेटे का त्याग कर दो. Just like Dhritarashtra was told to tyag Duryodhan. We should abandon such children who are not in favor of dharma. और उनको सत्संग में लेकर आओ. समझ रहे? सत्संग में लेकर आओ. नहीं उसको इंटरेस्ट नहीं है, प्रॉपर्टी मत दो.
प्रॉपर्टी में इंटरेस्ट नहीं है. नाउ दे सेल फॉर मी.
प्रॉपर्टी में इंटरेस्ट नहीं है क्या? ठीक है, मेरे को बोलो, मैं बोलता हूँ किधर देना. तो बोल रहा हूँ प्रभु जी, हमसे हमारा नेक्स्ट सोसाइटी बनेगा. वी हैव टू क्रिएट. माता जी, यू आर ऑल गोइंग, यू आर ऑल one tree of family. From you, a tree of family is going to come. You know, I'm more touched when I see young Matajis coming to satsang. You know why? Because you are a future not of a family. You are a future of a whole tree of family. And if you bring up your children with God consciousness, a great country will come into place again. Aj, of course, male have that role to do, but परवरिश बच्चों का माता ही करती है. आदमी कमाता है, but the values are given by a mother. If a mother gives values to children, our next generation will be great. Yes, we have to do that. हर घर में सत्संग होना चाहिए. When we used to do in Mayama Avatar, right? Our satsang went to like 20 houses. It was going and going. प्रभु हमारे घर में करो, हमारे घर में, हमारे घर में. जाता था सत्संग के लिए क्या चाहिए? एक स्टूल चाहिए, एक माइक चाहिए, दोनों मेरे पास है, और क्या चाहिए? नहीं प्रभु जगह शायद बस नहीं होगा. प्रभु हमारे छोटे घर में 80 लोग बैठते थे. How many people can sit on this carpet? This carpet, this green carpet? Tell me. External standards 20, ISKCON standard 100. अगर दिल में जगह है ना, यहाँ बहुत जगह है कि नहीं? If you have good heart, small house is enough to fit thousands of people also. When you have good heart, create that good heart in the society and give it as an offering to Krishna. फल कृष्णा को दे दो. बच्चा पैदा करो, बच्चे को कृष्णा को दे दो. कृष्णा को दे दो मतलब क्या? उसको भक्त बनाओ. Make him a devotee. Krishna is telling, you can't work for me. At least give the results of it. Sponsor prasadam here. किधर जाएगा उसका? मैं खाऊंगा बैठ के पूरा. कोई यहाँ पे बैठ के क्या? We are giving it to others, बाबा. अन्नदान यहाँ पे every week चल रहा है. Every week there is annadan going on. Do you all realize? Prabhuji, you know, when I walk from that place, this is a security guard said, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. They remember that. There are few standing behind who are waiting for the meal here. एक हफ्ते में संडे सुबह को उनको प्रसाद मिलता है. Do you want to be part of it or no? Yes. क्या मिलेगी? क्या लेके जाएंगे आप लोग? यहाँ पे दो. यहीं पे नहीं, हर जगह पे दो. प्रसाद दो. I take some prasad in my car also. The beggars come on the road now. I don't give them money. I give some prasad. And many times I've seen they don't take it.
They don't want the next one.
అది కూడా ఉన్నది. वो भी है. I give that. Right? Do that. Take a little. Make some small laddus in your house or murku gare whatever. Offer it to Krishna. Keep that in your car. एक छोटा डब्बे में लगा लो. Whenever you go to a signal, somebody comes. Take and give a little. That is a great. You know why? Next life he'll get human birth. अगले जन्म में सत्संग में आएगा वो. Simple है. Right? He will not buy BD with that. He will not buy any nonsense with that. You are giving directly pressure. Do that. That's the greatest service you can do. है कि नहीं? Okay. Last discount. ले लेंगे? श्रेयो हि ज्ञानम अभ्यास्येच ज्ञानात् ध्यानं विशिष्यते ध्यानात् कर्म फल त्यागास् त्यागच्च चान्तिर अनंतरम. If you cannot take to this practice, then engage yourself in cultivation of knowledge. Better than knowledge, however, is meditation, and better than meditation is renunciation of the fruits of action. For by such renunciation, one can attain peace of mind. So Krishna is telling, ठीक है, give your mind, give your intelligence. First of all, surrender completely to me. नहीं होगा. At least mind और intelligence दे दे. नहीं होगा. मेरे लिए काम कर. नहीं होगा. कर्म का फल दे. नहीं होगा. कम से कम आके सत्संग में बैठ के सुन भगवद गीता. ज्ञानम. At least take the knowledge. Now is he taking anything from you? He's only giving. At least sit down and listen. सुनो बैठ के. भगवद गीता समझो. Right? Then automatically you will have the consciousness to rise above. Automatically. So here is the discount plan of Krishna. 12th chapter. Did you all like this chapter? Yes. Solid chapter, 12th chapter. बहुत सब कुछ है इसके अंदर. Devotional service, bhakti. Brothers and Mataji's, remember one thing. I'm giving you insurance policy in bhakti. चाहिए insurance policy bhakti में? Remember one thing. We can never fall so much that God cannot pick us up. We can never fall so much that God cannot pick us up. Always remember that. Whatever happens in life, whatever you did, whatever sin you did, कोई भी पाप कर दिया, तुम इतने गिरे नहीं हो सकते कि भगवान तुम्हें उठा नहीं सकते. कोई भी हालत में भगवान तुम्हें उठाएंगे. Be ready for that. Be ready for that. And have the confidence. Krishna, pick me up. I've done nonsense. I've wasted my life. Now pick me up. In any situation. And whenever you see somebody, don't see whether he's a devotee or non-devotee. He is a child of Krishna. A child of Krishna. Everybody is a child of Krishna. Right? Encourage them. Encourage them. Don't discourage them. Don't shout at them. Don't be, speak things that will discourage them. Behave in such a way that they will one day come to satsang. Any satsang, this satsang, that satsang, somewhere. Right? And how do you encourage? The best way to encourage is tell them how special they are in relation to God. Right? You are so intelligent. Krishna gave you so much intelligence. You are telling both the things. You are telling you are very intelligent. Krishna gave you so much intelligence. Right? Praise them. Second, give them prasad. प्रसाद दे दो, क्योंकि जो मैं बोल रहा हूँ वो इस कान से निकल सकता है, लेकिन जो वो है वो तो अंदर जाएगा ना, वो तो अंदर जाएगा, है कि नहीं? हाँ, क्या दीपक कृष्ण प्रभु प्रसाद अच्छा रहता है? जाए प्रसाद हमेशा अच्छा रहता है, क्योंकि प्रसाद का मतलब क्या है? प्रभु के साक्षात दर्शन. प्रसाद, बहुत पावर है इसमें, बहुत पावर है इसमें. आप लोग समझ नहीं रहे हो. There are a lot of people who just ate prasad and became devotees. मैं लिख रहा था devotee को यहाँ पे, उनका नाम नीलेश प्रभु बोल के. 14 years he had prasad. He used to drop his wife in satsang. He never wanted to hear lecture. Every year, every Sunday he would go, wife को वहाँ पे छोड़ दिया, चले गए. फिर सत्संग के होने के टाइम पे आए. Exactly कौन से टाइम पे आए? नमस्ते ना, टाइम हो गया, चलो प्रसाद लिया, बीवी को लिया, चले गए. Years he did this, years and years. लेकिन प्रसाद अपना काम कर रहा है. And one day while having the prasad he felt, अरे इतना खा रहा हूँ, थोड़ा एक बार सुनने में क्या गलत है? His wife never told. आओ ना, बैठो ना. Nobody told. Devotees also did not tell. आओ बैठो. One day he sat, and after that he never got up. He's become a perfect devotee now. Now you know what is he doing? You'll be amazed what is he doing. When we devotees travel in train, right? Sometimes the train is 24 hours. So where will we get prasad? How much can we pack? And sometimes the train is delayed. So किधर मिलेगा आपने को prasad? And we don't eat outside food. We have to have without onion garlic. It has to be this. It has to be offered. ये पूरा reservation है. किधर मिलेगा? नहीं मिलेगा. You know what he did? A simple devotee. He works in Oracle as a tester. He's a testing team, whatever, lead or something. He took out time. He called when the yatra was going on, from some devotees are going from Hyderabad to Delhi. He took at all the stations. Then he called the ISKCON temples in all those areas. They found out the devotee names. He called the devotee and said, Prabhu ji, आप थोड़ा प्रसाद बना सकते हैं क्या? क्योंकि some people are going to Delhi. Can you give it at the train station? They said, yes, we can do that. So they started making a little Lakshmi. थोड़ा उनको पैसा मिलने लगा. Poor family था वो. Then he chose one more yatra was going from Hyderabad to Mayapur, in Kolkata. He asked 2-3 people on the way. Kharda Road station, Bhubaneswar station, koi hai kya dene wala? He started taking. Then he started. Prabhu, in the last 8 years, 140 stations are connected to Prasad. 140 stations. He's supplying Prasad. He's doing it. Can you do something for Krishna? Did he do something for Krishna? आज हम सभी लोग एकदम फ्री हो गए. सिर्फ जाने से पहले नीलेश प्रभु किधर जा रहे हैं? प्रभु जी द्वारका जा रहे हैं. कब जा रहे हैं? ये टाइम पे जा रहे हैं. कौन सा ट्रेन? ये ट्रेन. फोन रखो. कितने लोगों का? प्रभु जी 7 लोग जा रहे हैं. हो जाएगा. ये स्टेशन पे ब्रेकफास्ट आएगा, ये स्टेशन पे लंच आएगा, ये स्टेशन पे डिनर आएगा, डिवोटी आएगा, हरि बोल बोलेगा, प्रसाद देगा. हरि बोल. So this is called service. Will Krishna be happy with that? Yes. So you can give your complete yourself, give your mind or intelligence, work for him, give the fruits, or at least come and listen to the knowledge. Hare Krishna. Namaste Narasimhaya. Prahlādalādadāyine Hiranyakashiporvakshah Ito Narasimho Parato Narasimho Ito Yato Yami Tato Narasimho Bahir Narasimho Hridaye Narasimho Nara Singhamadin Sharanam Prapade Avakara Kamala Pade Natamaduta Shringara Haripahiranyakashipu Anubindra Keshavadata Narahari Rupa Jagadish Hare Jagadish Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. भक्त विघ्नाश नरसिंहदेव भगवान की भक्त शिरोमणि प्रहलाद महाराज की देसी भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की श्रील गुरुदेव की जय गौर हरि प्रेमानंद. I'd like to tell one thing at the end. These boys that you're seeing who have come here, this wonderful Prabhuji here, who is doing Mridanga, there's Chakrapani Prabhu there, and all the other Prabhuji sitting behind. You know, They all live in one flat. They all live in one flat. And in that flat, everybody sleeps early in the night. No browsing. They read Bhagavad Gita. They all work in different offices, right? And they get up early in the morning, 4:30, and they do Mangal Arati. They do bhajans. They finish their 16 rounds chanting every day. And there is one cook who cooks prashadam for them, Karthik Prabhu, the same Prabhu who cooks for us, right? And they all eat prashadam. They all go to offices. They do their work. And on weekend, they come to places like this. And then they go and do book distribution. Bhagavad Gita बांटते हैं लोगों को. And they do so many devotional activities. Please say loud 3 Hari Bols for all of them. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. So this is the future of Bharat. This is what we want in this country. And how many such centers are there in Hyderabad? Many centers are there. Wherever there is a big college, wherever there is college, there is another center where college students come and stay together. Good habits. They follow all the 4 regulatory principles. Daya, Tapasya, Sauchyam, Satyam. They follow all of it. They are being trained from the childhood, from such a young age. Tell me, which fortunate father would not want to give his daughter to such Prabhus? Huh? Which fortunate, even Matajis stay together. There is a whole, it's not that well organized, but even Matajis can stay together. There were some Matajis to stay together and follow the same rhythm, right? Respecting each other and having a proper regulated life. Then practicing devotion is not that difficult. And devotion should not be given at an old age. Devotion should be given at a young age. It's much easier. Old age is good, right? But then young age में अगर ऐसे देखते हैं बहुत अच्छा रहता है. See, you get to eat everything, and then we also have Sunday feast. We do, actually people become fat in ISKCON. I never used to be this fat. I became fat because of devotees. Now I have to go to another program. I have to immediately rush. Sorry, I have to leave immediately. I may not be able to talk to you. Where am I going? Another program. वहाँ पे लंच करना. वो यहाँ प्रसाद लूँगा वहाँ पे लूँ. यहाँ नहीं लेंगे तो वहाँ नहीं लेंगे तो दोनों में लिए तो ऐसे गोल बनोगे. हरी गोल हो रहा है, हरी बोल हो रहा है. So the point that I'm trying to make, we can bring change in the society in a small way by doing the right things, right? So encourage your children, your grandchildren to attend programs like this in their colleges. ISKCON has many programs in all big colleges, all IITs, BITS Pilani, there are many big colleges. CBIT here also they have a program. There is a separate hostel for CBIT students, MGIT students near Narsingi, right? So you can support these places by encouraging, first of all, your own children to go to such programs. When you go to that, कोई हानि होगा क्या? बच्चे का कोई हानि होगा प्रभु जी? When they go to such, they'll only get benefited. They'll never smoke in life. They'll never go towards drugs. They'll always respect other women. They'll always respect their bosses. They'll become more efficient in their work. Right? So we should encourage such things. We should have many more hostels like this. If you have land, construct a hostel and give it on rent to ISKCON. We will send devotees into that. Right? You'll also get rent, but you'll also get biggest sukruti that you are being, they're being used like the center that we have. How many here came to the Bhakti center here? Please come. मैं इतने बार बुला रहा हूँ. एक बार तो लो यार. कैब लेके आओ. कितना जाता है? कितना टाइम है? पास ही तो है. Come. Evening, Sunday evening क्या करना है? सुबह हो गया भक्ति? नहीं हुआ भक्ति. मेरा तो नहीं हुआ. आओ, शाम में भी आओ. जब टाइम मिले आओ. Every Sunday दे दो भगवान के लिए. So you can come in the evening also, few hours. If not 5 o'clock to 8 o'clock, we have satsang. There we go to much more deeper subject. There we are discussing chapter 14 right now, right? Every Saturday, Sunday morning we have online class, and on festivals we can go to ISKCON Abbot's temple, ISKCON Attapur temple. There are so many temples, or any temple here nearby. There is a nice Shivalayam here. Why don't you go and chant in that temple? Then Gauli Dodi there is Shivalayam, right? We have given Bhashima Bhavatam set there. The pujaris know us. So you can just go, take your chanting bag. Vaishnavanam Yatha Shambho. There is nobody greater Vaishnava than Lord Shiva. Sit down there and sit and chant. Lord Shiva will be happy. You will get Sukruti also. We should spread this with our own example. Don't be hesitant to show who you are. Tilak Peno. Please come to this place in nice Devotional clothes. My humble request. When you're walking out of here, people should see, "Arey, these all people are coming in nice devotional clothes." Right? We will create the standard by me maintaining the standard. And everything matters. Everything matters. Okay? Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Please have Prashad.